What is up, YouTube? Dude Thrifty here. If you're on my Instagram, you just heard me rant a little bit about a certain someone, and I told you I was going to tell you that story on YouTube, and I will. But first, I want to give you guys some value. I want to talk to you guys about sourcing during this COVID-19 pandemic. Now, some people have a hard time sourcing because you know what? My main sourcing was Salvation Army, Goodwill, and we had the Des Moines thrift store. Um, yeah, I can't do that anymore. So what do? Um, I have a web of social media: Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube. On my Facebook, something that I do is one, I hunt on Facebook. So what that looks like is when I'm on Facebook on the marketplace, I am not just looking for video games, but I'm looking for people that have multiple listings of those video games. Then those listings have been on there for a long time. Once I find someone with multiple listings that have been there on for a long time, I message them and then I ask them how much for all your video games. And sometimes they'll answer back and you won't get the answer you want. You just let it be. You can't be aggressive on Facebook Marketplace. You're not face-to-face digital world. You have to be a little bit more relaxed. Or if they're close in price, then you push a little bit. That's how I got my 330 video game deal for $500. I asked, he gave me a price, and I asked if he could lower it to 500. I think he wanted around 600 or something like that. He threw in some extra games too. His name's Trent, Active Duty Army. So he's a brother in arms for me. Thank you, Trent, very much for putting up with me and giving me such a good deal. So on Facebook Marketplace, I hunt. You go to Craigslist and look at free stuff and just pick it up. I mean, you can rent a U-Haul for $20 and then mileage and go pick up furniture or go pick up whatever free stuff's around. Firewood's free around Iowa a lot, but you can sell that if you have the space and are willing to wait until just before winter. You can definitely sell that. There's a lot of options on Facebook. I also have my Facebook page for Dude Thrifty, and I advertise on it. I advertise $1 a day just to get in front of people on my advertisements. I have a bunch of my social media postings, letting people know who I am and what I do. I say I'm Dude Thrifty or I'm Andrew, and I'm a reseller. If you have anything cool, just give me a holler. And I get emails, texts, phone calls. Sometimes I'll say yes, sometimes I'll say no. Sometimes people just aren't realistic with what they offer you. So that's been working out really well. With the $1 a day, I get at least one message a day, sometimes two, and some of the stuff is really, really good. I've met some really neat people and gotten some really good items from that. Another way to source, I'd say those are my two main. Facebook Marketplace, using ads and people reaching out to me through those ads, and then Facebook. My Facebook page and Facebook Marketplace are my two main ways. Friends and family, I'll sometimes just ask, hey, do you guys have anything you're wanting to throw away or you want to get rid of? Do you have a collection of Blu-rays just sitting around that you'd like me to sell? And I bought 95 Blu-rays for $55 or $60 from a friend of mine. And then another friend of mine, I bought 20 DVDs, some N64 games and stuff like that. They weren't using. Everybody needs money right now. To be honest, there's a lot of struggle going on out there. So any way that you can help, throw in a few bucks at someone for DVDs or video games or anything, it's always helpful. So that's the way I've been sourcing. With sourcing through Facebook ads, you sometimes get headaches. I sourced through this one young lady, and she sold me a PlayStation for $20 or something like that. It was a PlayStation 2 with a bunch of good games, and it was a really good deal. I didn't heavily negotiate. She was pretty easygoing. But then she messaged me back like a few days later and said she had a brittled cow leather rug, something like that. I don't know anything about rugs, to be honest. I have no idea. So I looked it up, and they're going for around $120, brand new. But I noticed the postings were from like companies that sort of specialized in that sort of thing, and they're new. This thing doesn't have tags. I could say it's new all day, but I'm selling on eBay, and you can tell that I don't normally sell this kind of thing, so I would have to have it at a pre-owned price. So $75 to $120 is the going price of these things. She wanted 80, and I saw the picture she sent, and then she messaged me again today. So first message was a few days ago. Then she messaged me again today, um, wanting to sell it, and I said 40, like, is my best, because if it sells at 75, I want to get some profit. She didn't even really negotiate. She said that 75 is the lowest she would go. And then I look it up on eBay again just to double check, because I don't know everything, guys, and I never expect myself to. So I always double check. And a deal like that, if someone's making me feel like I'm being too stingy or whatever the word is, I'll look at the deal and reassess where I'm at. But I looked at it, and then I saw the picture she sent me, and she had posted hers for $100, but it was X'd out. And my guess is that she sold it for 80. And I was like, it looks like you sold it on eBay. I bet you got $80. I mean, I didn't have to say that. That was kind of like, I could have left that alone. Could have just exited out of the conversation, which I should have done. But I was like, I bet you sold it for $80. She's like, I got the money I wanted, and I'm happy she got the money she wanted. I'm just not happy with my time being wasted. It just didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. Congrats to her to getting $80, but like, why are you trying to sell it to me for 80 if you know you're gonna get 80 on eBay? And fees came out of it, so she got around 75. But she wanted me to pay that much. It's just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I wanted to get it out there. Just sort of as a lesson that you go with your gut. My gut was telling me that was a bad deal. That's why I didn't pull a trigger. But I also didn't want to be arrogant or have an ego about it, so I did double check, which led to me. There it is. There's her listing. There's her cowhide, the picture she sent me, and it's sold. Congratulations to her, but yeah. So yeah, guys, be careful out there, but you stay healthy. Let your friends know that I'm here, Dude Thrifty, Iowa boy, simple Iowa boy, just trying to make a buck and get some information out there. You all have a good night, and I will probably be back here tomorrow.